Salute to my Blorange Tears fam. What it do? It's your man Subliminal 209, host of Knicks After Party. I'd like to thank those who are joining us tonight, and for those who have watched the replay. Don't forget to support your boys by smashing that like button, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna switch gears. We're gonna talk about Brunson tonight. We're gonna talk about we finally got our point guard. He's not getting his flowers. I know a lot of people are looking at that new shiny toy, but I just want to talk about our point guard for the next 4 years. I mean, we ain't had one. We had that revolving door for, the last decade, 10 years. We had so many different guys, wearing the Knicks jersey as a PG. We had Alfred Payton. Unc used to say the guy who, the backboard gets his wings every time he shoots a jumper. I mean, I'd always laugh at that, man. That was a good one. But, I mean, I'm just tired of that revolving door. Like I mentioned, that long laundry list of PGs, we might as well talk about it. I mean, we had Rose, at the end of his career. Twice we had Rose, and I want to say I apologize for the background today. I mean, we all going through that heat wave right now, and it's just crazy out there. So I ain't trying to be in my man cave right now. It's just I'd be in there dying if I did that. So I'm in the crib right now, in the living room. So it is what it is. This might be the studio for the rest of the summer, the way the heat is right now. But yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, man, I'm just hyped about what Brunson brings to the table. Just 3-level scorer. He could be that closer. He could be that guy who orchestrates the offense, gets people involved, gets his own bucket. Like I mentioned, I'm just tired of this revolving door. Every year it was just, or every 2 years. Sometimes it was Alfred Payton for 2 years. Sometimes it was Jose Calderon. Sometimes it was, who do we have? We had Shane Larkin. We had Langston Galloway. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, probably the best one out of the last decade was Raymond Fountain back in 2012, 2013. He was a bucket getter himself. You know what I'm saying? He was probably, one of the last ones that could, create on his own. And that year we had a good year. We had 54 wins under Mike Woodson, but I'm just trying to get that rolling once again. They had a good supporting cast that year. They had Mello, they had Rasheed Wallace, they had Kenyon Martin. I mean, they had a nice little old team, but right now we kind of switching it up with young vets. We got the Brunsons, we got the Julius Randles. We got rid of all the old guys, the Taj Gibsons. Rose is the last one, the last of the Mohicans. I mean, he might be the next one to go if we bring in Mitchell. So I'm hype. I'm hype about what Brunson's going to bring to the table. I'm hype about how he's going to facilitate for others, how the offense is going to look. I mean, we going to actually run some real sets, like some Spanish pick and roll sets where the Mitchell Robinson goes to the top of the key, sets a screen. RJ's at the 3 right there on the wing. He goes up to the charity stripe with the little zipper screen. Mitch rolls. Brunson can either kick it out to Mitch on the Gotham lob, kick it out to RJ on the top of the key, you know what I'm saying? And then RJ can find Brunson rolling to the basket, you know what I'm saying? Nice little, pass, little pass down to the cup, or he could take his little tray or just reset. I mean, this offense is going to look crazy next year. Just the simple fact that we have a point guard with high IQ. I mean, that don't even sound right coming out of my mouth. A high IQ point guard. We ain't had a high IQ point guard, like I said, in a minute. And when we do, it's all these old, washed-up point guards. So let me go ahead and salute some cats in the chat. Meanwhile, your boy is solo dolo. Unc is doing his thing on another show right now. And my boy Culley is not feeling too well today. Hopefully, he gets better. and you know what I'm saying, either he shows up next time or he said he might pull up today, but for the meantime, your boy is solo. So we got Riley 21, a new member. Salute to you. Appreciate you rocking with us tonight. We got Payback Carter, Chef NYK, Huber Barahona, I think that's how you pronounce it. Knicks for Life, Chuck Allen, my boy, what it do? Check out Vibes and Stuff in the morning, 8 a.m.-ish to 9 a.m.-ish. If y'all like going down memory lane, if y'all like music, if y'all need some relationship advice, they also play a game, Chuck and Unc, it's called, what is it called? Well, what are they thinking? They put it, what do they think is a picture of just two of a couple, and what are they thinking? They just like little games like that. I mean, it's a dope show. You got to check them out Monday through Fridays, 8 a.m.-ish to 9 a.m.-ish. What it do, Culley?
Yo, what it do, Pepper?
I didn't think you was gonna slide through. I thought you was sick. You feeling better?
Little bit, man. Little bit.
Cool.
Yeah,
Glad you drunk. I'm glad you can rock out with your boy.
Yeah, man. I'm here for the time being, man.
That's what's up. I was just trying to change gears on what everybody's been talking about. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell. I want to talk about the guy that we got, free agency. We ain't never, signed a free agent. We're talking about for I don't know how long. Like free agency comes around, we ain't getting nobody. I mean, like this person's available, it don't matter. But right. we actually picked up a free agent that's a position of need for the longest, and you know what I'm saying, who's a game changer, someone that's gonna just make everybody better on the court, brings leadership.
Talking about Brunson, right?
Yeah, brings leadership. High IQ, high character. You see the way he speaks, just very intellectual. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy understands basketball. I'm just super hype of what he's gonna bring to the table. Yeah, I didn't get to salute the rest of the cats though. We got Nick G, 2K1, Julian Blum. What it do, my guy? Yep. Then we got the new Knicks, the organic Knicks. That's what's up.
That water hit, man. Okay, yeah, my bad. Yeah, man. So that's where you was going with it. You talking about Jalen Brunson? How we got we got a point guard dynamic
for the next 4 years. Do we got to go down the list? The Jose Calderons, the Shane Larkins.
Oh, man, please don't. You can for nostalgia's sake, but
Man, I mean, who's the last guy that averaged 18 points? That was Rose back in the first time around when we had Melo.
16, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 16, 18. But besides that, bruh, we ain't had nobody. Nobody even worth talking about. I mean,
you mean nobody at the point guard position?
Yeah, nobody in the point guard position.
Yeah,
I mean, they either a slasher or can't hit a tray. You know what I'm saying?
They just can't run the point guard, plain and simple. They just can't control the pace.
Right.
Main thing a point guard does, they just can't control the pace, man. That's been the point guards we had. Oh, I gotta find my charger for my laptop. Oh boy. But yeah, I'm hype about the Brunson move. However, my only thing is, I just think we need, of course we're gonna need more. But am I happy about it? Man, I like Brunson, man. So I'm not, I was never against it. You know what I mean? I was always, when me and you talked about it before, I said Brunson, he's not afraid of the moment. He's very mature. He's very mature in clutch moments. I've seen it in Dallas. Times when Luka was not on the floor, he had no problem taking that shot, and he made them. He took good shots. These are good quality shots that he took. And I watched him. I'm like, yo, this Brunson dude gonna be all right, man. I'm thinking Dallas was gonna be a threat because they kind of they had point guards. They had one that we had. They had Trey Burke, who I think was pretty good. I think Trey Burke was good. Another undersized guard. He just got traded in that Rockets trade. Trey Burke was solid. We didn't use him right. And, and now we came up with Jalen Brunson, which is cool. So I'm okay.
Little bootleg AI. Remember he was rocking the braids too when he was when he was with us.
Man, he shot like him too. His movements look almost like him in a way. He's shorter than AI. He doesn't have the long arms that AI has, but he moved just like him in a way. Crossovers were somewhat just like him. Yo, salute my guy Chuck. Salute my people in the chat. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Brunson, that's a good addition. I just think we need that one more. I know that's why the speed has kind of been on Donovan Mitchell. And even if we get a deal done or not, I will say I like the fact that the Knicks been talking to the Jazz for like 2-3 weeks now about this guy. It's been about 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks since we've been like trying to get Mitchell or just talking about trade, like coming up with something. It's been 2 weeks. We don't know. I can't. It's funny because I see people say that the Knicks actually have leverage. The Knicks have the power in this scenario. Not if we don't win. If we don't win, Jazz get the last laugh. Whether Donovan Mitchell likes being there or not, if we don't make the playoffs and the Jazz do make the playoffs, we don't have no leverage. We're still losers. So I don't want to sit here and say Knicks have leverage in this scenario. We still have to add talent. That's what I can say. We still got to add talent. We're not that good.
Even an agreement or shaking hands, but that ain't nothing. They pull out of the agreement and flip, switch directions and make a deal with somebody else.
Who the
talking about?
Culley with
we
the
talking about Danny Ainge. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Danny Ainge. Like, man, he known for. Go ahead.
Yeah, my fault.
No, I'm just saying he known for picking up assets. So I mean, a lot of people say that we have the best deal, we got the best package, but we don't know. Other teams may have better players. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember they have been looking at them for a while because what happened during playoffs? That's when Randall was out there. That's when the front office was out there, and I was like, who are we looking at? Are we looking at Brunson? Or are we looking at Mitchell? They was looking at both. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, the Smoky Knicks wants to hop on. You want to drop that link? There you go. There we go. Yeah, the more the merrier. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, they've been looking. They've been looking for a minute. Then not only that though, they say stars are made in the playoffs. You feel me? Brunson showed up and showed out and gave Mitchell the business. All right, let's not forget about that though. So if he can pick up where he let off, you know what I'm saying, and then start off the season that way, like, man, we can hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? We can start off, you know what I'm saying, getting them dubs like we did in the beginning of the year. Then we kind of fell off after that though. But we started off hot and then we kind of just cooled off. But yeah, I am just super hype of what Brunson's gonna do. Just
you too, man. I like Brunson, man. Like I said, I always did, man. Huh.
He got that post up game. You know what I'm saying? Something that Deuce can learn from. Something that Randall can learn from. Because we don't want Randall out there on the wing going ISO through the legs, step back, shooting middies or whatever it is. Like, nah, you run around this screen. And I hope that's what he's working on this summer. You know what I'm saying? Run around this screen real quick. The Spanish pick and roll. We going to find you open. Hit that shot. It's catch and shoot. Randall, I hope you're working on that catch and shoot this summer. You know what I'm saying? Because we going to need less time of ISO and more time, you know what I'm saying, just catch and shoot. And that goes to everybody, not just him, but RJ as well. You know what I mean? So I'm hyped. I'm hyped that Brunson's gonna be putting people in their spots. You know what I'm saying? Just move out the way, getting you in the wrong spot. You know what I'm saying? Cut or wherever they're supposed to be. So we finally have a PG that can facilitate. You know what I'm saying? That could run the tempo. When to go 90, when to go 10. You know what I'm saying? When the idle, all those types of things. Like a lot of our point guards, we have point guards that are bringing the ball up before they pass half court and get rid of the rock. You know what I'm saying? Frank Ntilikina. I mean, come on now. It's no more having these PGs with the training wheels on. The training wheels is off. It's time to set the tempo. It's time to get these dubs. It's time to let players know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Holding people accountable. He's gonna bring that leadership where he's gonna hold people accountable. You know what I'm saying? And himself. He's not just gonna throw the rock away and then point at the next cat like, man, you was supposed to be over there. That was you was in the wrong spot. He's gonna be like, nah, my fault. Okay, let's huddle up. Let's talk about this. Let's make it happen, Captain. I mean, I am just like excited to see what he's gonna do. You know what I mean? And when we go stagnant, how many times in the year in games were we stagnant? We couldn't score for minutes at a time, 3 minutes.
Man, yo.
I was at I live in Portland. And I was at that game, Kelly, and you text me like we was up 20. I just went to the bathroom. I went to the kitchen making myself a ham sandwich, Quentin Grimes, and then bam, we down, we losing. What happened? You know what I'm saying?
TMI to my people in the chat, man. That game we lost in Portland. I took a shower.
Yo, Culley, what?
Culley Goat is in the building.
Yo, crazy.
You got the number one King Chief Rocker in Knicks universe, Uncle Freezy.
Yo, and I'm on here with a tie. Let me get this tie off, bro. What's going on? I had to dress like an adult for a minute, man. My bad.
I got my jersey on. I got my Knicks jersey, the OG jersey on. I got the OG, triple OG Unk in the building.
Yo, I was trying to up when you was talking about the point guards. I was trying to put it on the screen, and they kept freezing up the computer. That's why I was bouncing in and out.
Yo, yeah, you know. Speaking of, not to cut you off, speaking of, you know what point I wanted to get at? There's about 8-9 free agents available. I don't know if they've been getting signed though.
We got 2 open roster spots.
Did
y'all want to touch on that subject too? I took a screenshot of the list. There's guys that's still available. I took the screenshot of this on Saturday, so some of these guys might have got signed.
What was the source? What was the source? Because I could pull it up on the screen.
No, it was NBA.
NBA.com?
NBA updates, yeah.
NBA updates. Let me find it. Okay.
Yeah, and they was the guys.
NBA free agent updates?
Yeah, the top remaining free agents. Eric Paschal, Melo, Colin Sexton, Dennis Schroeder. Did Cousins just get signed? I don't know. I know Juancho, Bo Cruz, a.k.a. my man Bo Cruz, who just picked him up? Team in the West just picked him up. Or was it the East? Can't remember. Somebody just picked up Bo Cruz, though. He just got picked up for 1 year, I think. And Rondo's still available.
Was it SB Nation?
I don't think it was SB Nation.
The only problem with that though, Kelly, is we don't know.
This is Facebook, Freezy. That's why I seen it on my Facebook, and I'm like,
oh man, you saw
Raptors got him. Almighty, thank you. The Raptors got Bo Cruz. That's a pretty good look because I think he fits their culture, man. They got a little, no doubt. They got a little winning coach over there in Toronto. I mean, I noticed the Knicks show, but these are teams we have to. We're gonna play this team 4 times, so we gotta. I'm not gonna say we have to worry, but we gotta be better than them this year. We gotta be better than all these teams this year if we want to be good. My bad. I just want to get to the list. He left, but I said Colin Sexton. I don't think nobody picked him up yet. Dennis Schroeder, Cousins, Melo, Blake Griffin, Hassan Whiteside, LaMarcus Aldridge, Dwight Howard, Montrezl.
Well, you're going too fast though. Let's start off with this Colin Sexton talk though, because now we got our point guard for the next 4 years. You pick up a Colin Sexton. Are you putting him next to Brunson? Or is he 6 man coming off the bench with next to IQ? Like, how do you see him fitting with the Knicks?
He is coming right off that bench behind Brunson.
But you got to realize the contract that he's asking for. He's trying to get the max from them, so they're not trying to pay him the max. They're trying to do a sign and trade. You know what I'm saying, to get something in return and not lose him to free agency for nothing. But at the same time, he gonna get paid the bag though. So realistically, I mean, unless they trying to take the same kind of deal, a Fournier, all that. I mean, it doesn't really look like it'd be a fit. I wanted Sexton if we didn't get Brunson. Like he was on my list since last year.
Right.
But, like now that we got Brunson, I'm not trying to go that route right now. You don't want to put all that money into. So I mean, I know he could play off ball. He could play point guard combo, but he's more of that scorer mentality. You know what I'm saying? Right. I just don't think he.
Dog. What's great, man's a dog.
Yeah, he's not a little dog. He's a pit. You know what I'm saying?
He walks
straight lock on you. You know what I'm saying, won't let go. He's that kind of dog that just straight shake you.
Right. Thank you. Yes, that's a fact. Q Hicks, we gotta scout opposition. We gotta watch what they doing because we gotta be better than these teams. We got something to prove. It ain't like the Knicks don't got nothing to prove. We got a lot to prove. But yeah, facts up about Colin Sexton. Yeah, go ahead. You want me to get to the next guy, or you still?
No, go ahead. You go to the next one. I just don't see the money. I don't see us having that money. We put all that money in the point guard position already.
Well, yeah, we already invested in the point guard position. Mm-hmm. So you want me to talk about the position like I think we need, or just keep going on the list?
Go ahead and whoever you want to Talk about Knicks. I ain't tripping.
I don't know how you feel about wings. I know we talk about it all the time. You know I love the wings. So of course I like my man Miller, but I'm not really big on him coming here. But I like I'm not big on the guy, but I think he's solid. Josh Jackson, he's a free agent right now still. I think he's giving us some athleticism, you know, if we need it. You know, we still got Cam. I don't know if we bring up Ferron Hunt, if he has a roster spot, I don't know. But having those guys for depth at the wing, I think that's pretty damn solid.
So who was that you said?
Josh Jackson.
Josh Jackson. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a flyer on Josh Jackson. He'd be like 3 years ago when we was taking a flyer on all the lottery busts, the Mario Izonias, the Noah Bonlays.
Oh my God.
The Moutiers, the
Trey Burks. Oh my God. The Troy Williams. Remember Troy Williams out of Indiana?
Yeah, Troy Williams. I liked him too. He was athletic. They let him go. They just cut him.
Yeah.
You know?
Salute to the panel. Salute to the champ.
Greeny from LI. We're from LI, brother.
What's good?
I'm out east in Mastic, but I'm really from everywhere.
You out far out there.
Yeah, I'm far out there. I used to live in Deer Park though, but I'm really from everywhere on LI. Really, that's why I put LI.
Well, you said you really from where?
I said I was in Deer Park for a little bit. I've been in Mastic. I was in Bellport. I'm from everywhere.
Okay. Now that's what's up. I used to live in not to go off topic. I know it's off topic. I used to live around Konkoma. I used to live in CI. I used to live out there too. That's what's up.
You at CIFLY? Come on, bro.
Not CIFLY. I used to live out there.
Yeah. My first apartment was in Konkoma.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what's up, man. Well, shout out to my guy. I never met you before, so shout out to my man Greeny from LI. Salute. Where was we getting at? What was we just getting at? The guys that's
free agents wings.
Yeah, the only two I see on here is Josh Jackson. Okay, I'm sorry. Eric Paschal is in there. I think the Warriors drafted him. He's a pretty athletic.
Let's go back to this Josh Jackson deal though. Now, are you expecting big minutes and a lot of production out of Josh Jackson if we're to lose a Cam Reddish at that position?
Would I expect if we was to lose Cam? Would I expect big minutes from Josh Jackson? Yeah.
And production. Like, what do you see his role at?
I see his role. Honestly, I think how Tibbs would use him. I think he was just using the guard of the wings pretty much. Tibbs would probably make him a spot-up shooter. He'd probably make him a corner shooter at best. He's not really a guy that looks for his own shot. One thing I will say he has in his favor is athleticism. The guy is a pretty good athlete, 6'8". That's about all I can say about him. I think maybe Tibbs could discipline him. Maybe he could find something in him. But I think he would get heavy minutes, though. And plus
so he's similar to, not to cut you off, but to Ferron Hunt then?
Yep.
Is what you would compare him to?
That's
exactly someone that's more seasoned, someone that's been around the league a little more, understands.
Yeah, he's just like Ferron. Not to cut you off, he's just like Ferron Hunt. They're not really shot creators, but they'll probably attack somebody. Was it East-West? Not North-South, but East-West. They'll probably attack somebody every now and then, take them off the dribble to the basket, probably try to get a foul, but they're not really they're not really shot creators, but they will use their athleticism here and there. So guys that can run the break, probably defend, get their arms in passing lanes. Guys like that. Like that's what he would be. Ferron Hunt, same height, so same usage, same type of usage.
What do you think we could get him for? You know what I'm saying, on the market right now?
I think he's pretty cheap, man. Josh Jackson's pretty cheap, right, Freezy?
Vet minimum, just above.
Vet minimum was sorry.
So we said like $3 million then?
Yeah, maybe 2 years, 2 years, 8 million, and the second year is a team option.
Yeah, we lost. My fault. We lost Greeny. I'm all for meeting the new guys on the show. So.
What you do to Greeny, bro?
Huh?
What you do to Greeny?
You said what I do to him?
Yeah.
I probably pissed him off. My bad, Greeny. Salute.
Greeny's super cool, bro. Greeny.
I know he cool, man. He cool, man. I like him. Man.
Hey, did y'all put the link in the chat?
Culley over there banging us, talking about what set you from. Come on, Culley. You got to be nice to our guests. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Culley, did you put the link in the chat?
Yeah.
I had put it in before. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I ain't see it.
I see Smoking Nick was in there, but I ain't see him no more.
Yeah, Smoking Nick asked for the link and Culley threw it out there, but
okay.
Then Greeny pulled up. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Y'all see your man's cut his joints off though? You see your man's got cut his joints off?
I think what player got the short haircut? Man?
Wow. You on that grown man? You on that grown man?
You know, my birthday
Oh.
was last weekend, so I was like, man, I gotta start acting my age from now on. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more man buns.
Oh man, that was crazy. I was just about to grow mine, bro.
I should have just sent it to you. I should have just sent it.
Yeah, you should just mailed it, man. You got the PO box, bro. You just.
Am I?
Hey, Green,
am I
what's
bugging,
good, bro?
or does Jimmy Butler have dreads now?
Yeah,
you got
Am I bugging, or
extension,
did y'all
bro.
see that clip with Jimmy Butler with dreads?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Jimmy, you didn't have to go get the fake hair, bro. Like, you wild
Yeah,
out.
Jimmy Butler be wilding out, bro. He probably trolling.
Yeah, he's doing Jimmy Butler things. That's all.
I don't know. Anything's better than what he first used to rock, though.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
He had that kid in play. That play. No.
Yo, every time I saw him, I thought Mario Brothers. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, yo, I was thinking that every time I saw Jimmy Butler, I thought he was gonna hit the thing for a 1-up. You know what I'm saying? Bing. Yeah, he get an extra player. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh my God, man.
Yo, where King Angie at? I thought King Angie was gonna pull up.
Probably still is.
Culley, why do they decide to do road work on Sunrise Highway at 11:30?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I swear they never used to do it. Like, I swear, like in Long Island, I swear they never used to do work that late. You know what I mean? That's what's funny, yo.
Bro, I'm in rush hour traffic at 11:30.
Yeah, I would be hot if I lived. If I lived out there, I'd be hot going home at this time.
And you know, like right there where I get, like where I'm at, it goes from 3 lanes to 2. So now it's literally road work. So it's going all the way to 1 lane from 3. Like,
I forgot. The farther you get out, it goes. It goes.
Yeah, so it's bottlenecking.
Yeah, and I gotta do this every day.
Nasty, man. That's fall, man. How you do it?
I love being in Mastic because it's just out of the way. Like, it's just too quiet. Like, I can just do what I want. The beach right down the block.
Oh,
everything is there.
The
beach is
nice in the summer though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Summertime is beautiful. Like, oh my God, everything's right there. I got the water in my backyard, so I'll just be chilling.
No, that's what's up, brother.
Yeah, man.
Salute to the panel.
Yo, salute
to the barber. What's good?
More the barber.
Man, I ain't seen you since draft night.
I know, man.
Draft night was all bad, and he ain't pulled up anymore.
I needed a vacation from that, bro. I literally just got off the plane from Cancun with my family. Literally just got off the plane.
Bro, how the family doing, bro?
They doing great, you know what I'm saying? But,
good.
I was at the pool, and I got y'all in my ear while I'm, drinking on a little tequila. So I'm still, even if it don't matter what nation I'm in, Blorange Tears is popping off in Mexico, popping off all over the world. You heard me?
Them, for sure.
Make sure you take a shot for your boy, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yeah. No, I'm on recovery mode right now.
Yeah, man.
Big salute,
King Ant, what it do?
Salute, brother.
Yo, we blasting off in Cancun as well, Freezy. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Everywhere. They're like, "Como Blorange Tears?" I was like,
Yes,
Blorange Tears. Check them out. Oh, yes, sir. That's what we doing.
Yeah, man.
I was rocking all week, and I could not keep up, man. I was not feeling well. I used to see Freezy, man. I could not keep up, man.
Yo, ain't nothing to it, bro. Well, you know what it is, Culley? I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. What I realize is even when I be sick, Blorange Tears still be rocking. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I be like working, like doing these stupid work emails or whatever, cats still be hitting me like, "Yo, what's good with Culley? Yo, sub rocking the night. Yo, if you rocking by yourself, I'm gonna jump on."
Up so I can.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so it's wild.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
man. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? The door is always open. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
no keys needed. No keys needed.
Yo, so Big Dog, what's the word? I don't want to get off your topics, man.
No, you good.
But I've been wanting to ask you for the last couple of weeks. What's the word on the West Coast? Like, what's the word out where you at? Like, any major moves happening out your way?
To be honest with you, I ain't really been paying attention. I ain't been listening. I ain't been hearing nothing. You know what I mean? So it's been kind of slow motion from what I've been hearing. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Because over here where we at, we get inundated. We get swamped with news, bro. Everything is a Donovan Mitchell update, right? But it's not really an update. It's an update on the update. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I just came by to say we updating the last update that we got. That was an update of the previous update. And then you're like, well, what are you talking about? Nothing. Ain't nothing happened. So why are you doing all these updates when ain't nothing happening? You know what I'm saying? What about the point guard thing? Because I missed it. I was on the thing with Queen Steph. What about the point guard thing that you was getting to? I'm real intrigued by that.
I was just thankful that we closed that revolving door, that we finally got our guy. We finally got someone who could facilitate, create his own shot, score at all three levels, get guys in their spots. The offense is going to run smooth. The things I'm worried about is just setting screens, though. We need to have these guys like Mitch commit to the screens when we're in the Spanish pick and roll, or we're doing a horn set. You know what I'm saying? Commit to the screen, then keep them. Then roll to the cut. So those types of things, are going to be.
So I got a question for you.
Okay.
Is the point guard situation resolved, or did we solve a major part and now we still looking to resolve the other part?
The second one, but go ahead.
Yeah, it ain't resolved yet.
We
ain't seen them doing that yet. I'm sure we thought it was resolved. We brought Stephon Marbury over. Like, we got to see what he do first. I don't want to, fly the flag of success too early, man. I want to see what Jalen Brunson do first.
Right.
But like I mentioned before, they say stars are made in the playoffs, and you see what he did in the playoffs against Mitchell. I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, though.
Jalen gonna do what he do. He gonna do what he do, man. He ain't coming over here to play. He got 100 mil smacker rules. You know what I'm saying? His pops is right there. That's gonna be on his back. Like, what you doing, son? I gave you the money.
I see what James.
But what about when Brunson goes to the bench?
We got Quickly, Rose still.
We got Quick and Rose, and you guys got to remember our second unit was better than our first unit last year. So we were saying that they should have been the starters. They're outperforming the starters, so I'm not worried about that second unit. Still the same.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's what they say. That's what they say. But the second unit shot less than 40% from the floor and less than 38% from three.
But you also got to remember that our youngins IQ and Obi picked up towards the end of the season, and actually IQ picked up right after All-Star break is when he started, coming into his own confidence. Shot selection was a lot better. He was getting to the cup, finishing at the cup, getting to the line. So I'm not worried about those types of things.
That's why I'm a little discouraged, bro, because if they raise their field goal percentage up to 38%. What was it before they got hot?
I'm concerned quickly or to anybody. I just don't know.
Yo, somebody got some background thing going on. What? Oh, okay. There it is.
I'm concerned with Quickly. I'm just not like the type of player he is. I'm just hoping that we're not getting close to his to a flat line with him, like to a plateau.
Okay.
I don't know if he'll ever be reliable, like that consistent dude off the bench. I think it's always going to be like a microwave type of dude, which is valuable in its own sense.
Right.
A guy that can come off that bench and he's either hitting that night or he's not. But I want to see if Quickly.
I don't like cooking my food in the microwave, bro. Yeah, I like cooking my food in the oven, bro, because the microwave, your stuff be spinning. And so you don't know what you're going. Sometimes your popcorn come out burnt.
Sometimes it gets the
job. So Freezy, with that being said, bro. So with that being said, with that analogy, Uncle Freezy, if you like your food cooked in the oven, then Donovan Mitchell is microwave dinner. Or is he an oven dinner?
Donovan Mitchell.
No, I'm saying what I'm getting at is I'm not begrudging Subliminal 209's point, because I think he's on point with it, right? No pun intended, or maybe so. Maybe the pun is intended. I don't know. Maybe so.
Yeah,
But
let it rock.
but the thing is from my view, I watched point guards get injured over the last 5 years. Our point guard depth, no matter how many of them we bring in, we always seem to be one short. Y'all notice that?
They always falling down. They always fall.
Yeah.
They're like pawns on the chessboard. They just fall down.
Yeah, and so I'm thinking that's what I wanted to ask Sub. Would you be okay with us forcing Utah to include Pat Bev in that trade?
Yeah, but
so
we gotta wait on that though, because he just got signed over there. So maybe that's what's stalling. But
the 60-day thing.
Yeah. So it'll have to be a separate deal for him later on though, and maybe that's why they're keeping that spot available. But I want to go back to and Brunson's sturdy though. You don't have to worry about him and that his athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Flying over people, falling on the ground from that high up, just hurting himself that way because he plays under control. He plays at his own pace. He's a solid.
Are you not comfortable with Miles McBride?
No,
not to start the second unit right away. That's why we still have Rose there. But I
saw Deuce today. Sub, you saw him?
Nah, I didn't see him. What'd he do?
Yeah, he was on Twitter. Now there was this, I don't get gassed up over workouts and stuff, but your boy working, man. He's working, and I have a feeling, man, he's gonna be that gem. He's still in the dirt. He's still a piece of coal that needs more pressure to be squeezed on him, for him to turn into that diamond. But I'm telling you, there's something about him, and them football players, aka Charlie Ward, those football players, they different, bro. They tough. They got that toughness. You can't.
Right.
It's an intangible, man. He got that. He got something, bro. There's something about him, bro.
In a couple years, he gonna be in China, man. I don't see it with Deuce McBride.
Wow! What?
I don't see
giving up on him already. Man,
not giving up on him in a sense. I just don't think he has the tools. I've never been impressed with him. There's never been a time I watched him on the court and was like, oh, that guy could play. Like I just never seen him.
You never seen his defense?
What about
you watch his defense?
Did you watch him against Miami when him and your boy you was just talking about? Yeah, because they were integral in winning that game. It was him and Dude. They got it done for us. Our starters didn't do it. It was them two.
My problem with Dude, he can't get this man off the dribble. He's not a great passer. He can't really get his own shot off. Like there's a lot of things that I see with him that's like he's not it to me. Like,
do you see how he impacts the game though? Because this stuff that you're talking about,
no,
remember, he's going to be a backup. We're not looking for him to be a starter.
Right.
We're looking for him to impact the game. So he came in the game in that Miami game and got critical steals from starting Miami players, not backup players. Him and your boy that you was just talking about, and they're the ones who won that game for us in Miami. And we never beat them. That's the time when we beat them. And Miami was playing hard that game. That wasn't a throwaway end of the season game. They were playing hard that game. And
how are we so high on Farron Hunt and we're not? How are we so high on Farron Hunt that showed us something in a summer league game when Deuce McBride shows us a little bit of something in an NBA game?
Well, in their defense, they didn't say they were down on Deuce McBride. I did, and I also never said I was high on Farron Hunt. So
I mean, but people will take Farron Hunt over Deuce McBride right now.
I'll do it. I'll take him. I'll take Farron Hunt over Deuce McBride.
Uncle Freezy won him because he's 6'8".
Yeah, man.
He won him because he's 6'8" and he got wingspan. He don't play no D. Freezy. Stop playing, bro.
Farron Hunt in the G League, I don't even know what his numbers was in the G League. But when Deuce go to the G League, he looked like he playing with JV. He's going crazy.
Look at Culley. I can't choose between both of them. I like Deuce and Farron Hunt.
I know where Culley going. Talking Culley.
I'm not going with
Culley, this ain't Brandy and Monica, bro. You can choose one.
I like McBride, man.
Yes, sir.
All that 6'8" athleticism wings you've been talking about the last year, Culley. What? You stick with
but I like McBride. Like, I don't know.
You style hard. You see it.
He knows how to play the point. Like, he's a natural point guard. That's why I like him. And I still see potential in him. Even though he's shot, he's still on notice. Like, I mean, he was on notice about a week or two ago. People know his name he was on notice. I've seen a couple articles like, oh, this Knicks guard could be special. People may not feel the way.
Who had more potential, Deuce McBride or Torrey Murray?
Deuce McBride.
No, you're out of your mind. Out of your mind.
You know what it is?
Man, Torrey Murray was flashy, bro.
Torrey
Murray had size. Torrey Murray has size. He can get to the paint. Like Torrey Murray had more because we got to realize it's a lot of dudes it's a lot of dudes that are tough and a lot of dudes that can defend in China, right? In order to be an NBA point guard, like you have to possess one of those traits.
So why would we trade for Pat Beverly? So why would we trade for Pat Beverly then? Because that's a tough guy that plays defense. He's been in the league for quite a long time. I think Deuce McBride is going to be the new Pat Beverly. He's just going to be a young.
He just needs to be more outspoken. He just needs to be more talkative. That's the only thing about Deuce. He's going to be the new Pat Beverly. Yeah, we don't even need Pat Beverly. We just but if you bring Pat in though, he could show me. You know what I'm saying, put him on game.
True. I agree. Yeah, put him. Yes. I agree. Yeah.
So we're hyping up a player whose ceiling is Patrick Beverly. Is that what we're
Patrick Beverly? Pat Beverly is a winning player. He's been in the league for a long time.
Deuce McBride is not going to be a starter for us.
Yeah, he's coming off the bench. We just need him to impact the game. We need him to come in, get steals, impact the game, shoot the passing lane, make the easy passes. He throws alley-oops to Mitch. I've seen him. He doesn't have to be the super point guard. Now, Brunson got $100 million. He needs to be the guy that you're talking about.
Exactly.
You can't be short, slow, and lack shot creation. You can't be all three. And Deuce McBride is all three.
Bro, that's cap.
But on the defensive end,
he's not. There's no way how can he be that slow and he impacts the game through steals? How are you slow doing that? I don't understand.
Defense is important, but we got to stop acting like offense is not equally as important.
Coach? He values what Deuce McBride brings. I'm telling you. That's why he put him in the game in Miami.
Deuce McBride probably played like 20 minutes all of last season, and we didn't have a point guard.
He probably had the most steals out of all the defensive players we have in one game.
Bro, you need to go back and watch that Miami game. You need to go watch it.
Point to one.
No, he only really had one chance.
Why did he only have one? Why did he only have a chance? Why?
Because the Knicks way our coach the point guards ahead of him.
Right. The way our coach, if you know Tibbs, he brings you along slow. He did the same thing to Jimmy Butler. He did the same. He does the same. He suns everybody. The only person he didn't sun was Derrick Rose, because Derrick Rose was a guard.
The Knicks' 2 top point guard options got injured last year, and they still did not start IQ, bro. Come on, bro.
Name me all of the point guards in the NBA right now who have a zero offensive game that get playing time, that are effective.
That's cap. Because you saw the summer league.
Why are we talking about over league, man?
But you said zero. You said zero offensive capability.
Patrick Beverly. If you
watch the Miami game, he gets his offense from defense. He don't have to boogie you off the dribble. He gets his steals and he scores.
Patrick Beverly is quicker than Deuce McBride. He can get into the paint. Yes, he is. Yeah. Patrick Beverly is a better offensive player right now than Deuce McBride. Right now.
No. Deuce is shooting almost 40. Deuce is almost 50-40-90. He's almost a 50-40-90 player. Look at his percentages.
That's all cap.
Where though?
I think you need to do more some research on
It's just at a low volume.
That's all forgetting.
Patrick is not a dribble drive point guard.
That's why he's not a starter. That's why you're not winning anything with Patrick Beverly as your point guard.
No. You are, because you need impact players. Everybody has a role on the team. Everybody's not going to be the penetrating point guard that's going to dish it off or score at the rim.
Then you need to be a shooter.
Sometimes you need a Patrick Beverly, Deuce McBride on the bench where you have one of those players that you can't stop, and you need somebody to slow him up for a quarter or so. And he's that guy. He can do it for you because he's done it.
Yeah, that's why he's always on a playoff team, always on a contending team. He's that glue guy. He's that passionate guy. He's that guy to get in your chest, in your, in your head, make you make you take you out your game. He's that guy. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's so valuable around the league. Yeah, he doesn't score, but he does other things, all the dirty stuff. You know what I'm saying, that other people don't want to do because they're all scorers. So you do need those types of guys.
You can find a Deuce McBride in every single draft. Every single draft.
Who else is playing? Who else that you know has a defensive impact like Deuce McBride that you could name that got drafted in his draft? The only other person I know is on our team.
Davion Mitchell. And he's way better than Deuce McBride, by the way. I'm just naming him as a guy.
Bim.
Davion Mitchell is making a defensive impact on Sacramento?
Yes. You watch him play?
How many steals does he average a game?
Defense is not rated by steals, man. Like, I don't know why you keep saying steals.
Wasn't Davion Mitchell a lottery pick?
Alan, he asked me a guard that got drafted in his class that had a defensive impact. He didn't ask me where he got drafted.
How do you measure defense then if you don't get steals?
Allen Iverson steals multiple years. He was not a great defender.
We're not talking about Allen Iverson. I'm asking you. You said you don't measure defense by steals. So how do we measure defense?
By watching the tape, by watching the game and seeing his. It's not by steals.
Deflections.
Huh?
Deflections.
Okay, that's not a steal. You said there's a lot of guys that average a lot of deflections, but don't average a lot of steals. If there's a lot of great defenders that don't average a lot of steals. They just don't. And there's a lot of guys that average a lot of steals, but guess what? They take a lot of chances, right? And that can be bad for a defense. If you're constantly taking chances, you're only cashing in twice a game, but you're taking 6 chances a game, those other 4 times your defense broke down and the other team scored. So always
you know who you described this now? You described that small forward we picked up from Atlanta. He does that. Deuce don't play defense like that.
Cam?
Yeah, Cam. If you watch Cam play D, he jumps the lane. He takes a lot of chances. But Deuce doesn't do that. Deuce has calculated. If you love defense, and you probably love offense a little bit more. I understand it. That's cool. But I love defense. And when I watch Deuce, you could tell how he gets his steals and how he impacts the game. He does it in a way it's calculated. I'm telling you, if you watch him, you just got to watch him. I won't watch that guy Mitchell from Sacramento. No, I'm not watching it.
The same way
I'm going to watch Deuce.
People vouch for quickly to get play time in his second year. Deuce got to get play time too, man. That's all I can say. And you'll see the talent. You'll see it.
Why did we see it in summer league like that? I wasn't impressed.
I mean, I wasn't the most impressed either, but he still did his thing, man. That's all I can say.
He did all right, but he didn't look like an NBA rotational player.
He's one of.
I see. Yo, son. He caught a steal in summer league. Made a 360 pass to the Dominican cat for the layup. That's it.
Look,
yo, bro, this man plays on the top of my head.
He's one of the only guys.
Steals.
He's one of the guys that
jump in the lane. I'm talking about. Oh man.
Yeah, but like we get it. He doesn't have the gift of athleticism. We get it. He doesn't have the quick speed burst like John Moran. And
he impacts winning though, man.
He doesn't have a lot of gifts. He just plays hard. That's what guys are saying. He plays hard.
Yeah, y'all talking like dude is a straight up bomb, yeah.
He impacts winning though. See those type of plays.
I don't think he's gonna be an NBA rotation player. I just don't think.
I think he'll be if they allow him to. That's all I can say.
We got to show this narrative that Thibodeau is gonna see this great talent and sit him on the bench. Tom Thibodeau has never done that. So we as Knicks fans, we like to believe what we want to believe, right? We have seen no proof that Deuce McBride is an NBA rotational player yet. Not saying he can't be, right? But we just like to believe that that's what he is. Tom Thibodeau has never sat a young guy who was good. He has never done it.
Young guys that was good. You kidding me?
Who?
You kidding me?
Who?
There's plenty of young guys.
Jimmy Butler.
He never had a lot of them in his
developed Jimmy Butler. He developed him, but Jimmy Butler credits Tom Thibodeau for his development. Next, who?
No, he probably the guy. No. Ain't no next. No next. No. You generalize that. He wasn't getting 0 minutes. 0. It wasn't no development. It was sit down and watch. This is how you want to do it. And Jimmy didn't complain. Then he got a few more minutes. He didn't even get like 10 minutes. He got a few. Then it jumped to like 12. Then it baselined until Rose got hurt. And we know everything after that. Even after Rose got hurt, he he wasn't doing it because Nate Robinson had to go over there and do a Michael Jordan in Chicago. People forget about what Nate Robinson did for Chicago in the playoffs when everybody was hurt over there. Another short dude, by the way, shorter than Brunson.
So
if
why
you got heart,
RJ,
you could get it done.
Why did RJ have a top 3 usage rate on the team the last 2 seasons, and he's a young player? Why? Thibodeau doesn't play young players. Why did RJ have a top 2 usage rate on the team?
That was his second year with Tibbs. That was RJ's second year, and that was his first year with Tibbs. What's he going? He's going to come to the team and just take RJ. For one, I have an article. He wasn't very high on RJ. He wasn't high on RJ. Randall.
Yeah, he want to trade. Yeah, he want to trade.
Set this down right now.
RJ on the low.
Thibodeau plays young players. When he first got D Rose run Rookie of the Year. The next season, he won MVP.
Yeah, but see, D Rose, you can't really argue D Rose because he was an anomaly. Anybody?
No, he wasn't.
D Rose was a guard already. D Rose was a guard already.
He played Wiggins. He played Levine. He played Cat. He played Mitchell Robinson. He played R.J. Beard. He played Emmanuel Quickly. He played Obi Toppin. He played Joakim Noah. He played
Nerlens Noel over Mitchell Robinson. You do know that, right? He would have started Nerlens Noel over Mitchell Robinson. You do know that, right?
How do you know that? You're just saying that. That's hyperbole. You have no idea.
Bro,
if we had Joakim Noah,
Nerlens was the real.
You know what I hate?
I
hate the most when
we had Joakim Noah on the last year.
Everybody always act like we don't watch the same games. That's everybody's defense mechanism when it comes to a poor argument. How do you know that?
He started Mitchell Robinson every game last season, and you just said if he could, he would have started. Like, that's ridiculous.
He wanted to start. That is the most obvious thing ever.
No,
why is it obvious though? Why?
No, he was going to start Noel in the beginning when Noel first joined the team.
Noel can't stay healthy. He preferred Noel because he's a vet.
In the beginning, yeah, he did.
He wanted to, brother.
Again,
but I'm gonna keep it.
And that's why they were talking about because he didn't like. Hold on, that's why he said Tibbs didn't like him because he kind of when the USA when they were doing the Summer USA that he kind of dipped out and he left the sour taste in his mouth because of that. So that's what kind of the rumor was why he didn't want to start him. You know,
Tibbs plays young players who are good. That's his history. He plays young players who are good. Taj Gibson,
I ain't going front.
Rookie Pro were all young players, all of them, and they all were the centerpiece of that team. Andrew Wiggins, Zach LaVine, Cat were all young players, and they were the centerpiece of that team.
Yeah, but
what are we talking about?
You have to understand
young players that are good.
He traded Zach LaVine. Forget that part.
He played Zach LaVine. He traded Zach LaVine for Jimmy Butler, who got to the playoffs.
Yes, he traded him.
What are we talking about? Jimmy Butler is still better than Zach LaVine. What really are we talking about?
You can argue that one. You can debate that one.
I don't know. That's an opinion. Because both of them ain't win nothing.
Jimmy Butler led his team to the finals.
Jimmy Butler did not finish. He didn't close the show. Jimmy Butler is just like the Knicks. He didn't win the finals. There's only one finals winner. Out of the first round. Don't win, you just like any other team.
Zach LaVine has been out of the first round. What are we talking about here?
What does it matter? You lose in the first or you get to the finals. It's still the same result.
No, it's not. It is not the same thing.
It's the same result.
The same thing.
Okay.
You know how it is the same thing? So you're both going home with your stuff in that black bag.
Exactly. It's the same result. I'm trying to tell you. He think if he made it on top of the hill and he ain't go over the hill, he think because he made it on top of the hill, that's an achievement. No, it's not. You have to win it. Ask Uncle Freezy if he wants to get to the finals and lose. He wants to chip.
Now that's the truth, though.
He don't want to be losers no more.
I'd rather get to the finals. I'd rather get to the finals and lose.
Nah. We got to the finals in '99. That was it for me. I don't want to go to the finals and be happy no more. Nah. I'm not doing that jolly-go-lucky. I'm from East New York, bro. We're not doing all that. No. No losers in New York, man. No, none of that's gone. That's what I agree with Uncle Freezy. Let's go get Donovan. Stop all this Donovan fatigue. Let's make it pop. Let's try to win. Let's go. I don't want to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't want to do none of that.
This is why New Yorkers are miserable. Because y'all don't know how to enjoy anything. Get into the NBA Finals.
I just came back from Cancun. I'm straight. I'm good. There's no misery over here. We get money. We traveling. We just want to win. We want my Knicks team to win. All the other teams in the borough, they got chips. I want my Knicks to get more chips.
So if you don't win a championship, you're not a winner.
I believe that's championship. It denotes winning. So I mean, it goes together.
No,
I mean,
it
I don't
doesn't.
know.
No, it doesn't. There's a lot of other games that are played outside of the NBA Finals. So Patrick Ewing was a loser.
No, he's not a loser.
So you don't have to win a championship to be a winner. Winning is not just defined by winning
You
the ultimate
could
prize.
win along the way, but I just emphasized. I didn't say if you didn't win a championship, then you're a loser. I didn't say that. I'm saying in New York, we won chips. That's it. I don't want to talk about the journey along the way. I don't want to talk about what we did in Eastern Conference Finals. I don't want to talk about what we did. I don't want to talk about that. We already got those stories already. Them stories is corny. They old. We need the chip story now. That's what I'm saying. The new the new chips, the crunchy chips.
How do you think you get a chip? You think you just how do you think you get there? You
take
have to
steps.
take steps.
You take steps.
So you need to enjoy the little steps.
You have to have a team.
Because if you can't enjoy the steps for a championship, you're gonna be miserable the whole way there. Like you have to going to the NBA Finals. You think Boston is disappointed that they got to the finals? No, you get a trophy for winning your conference. You know that, right? You get a whole trophy for winning your conference.
That's called a participation trophy.
I was just about to say the same.
You just don't know it. You just don't know it yet. Here you go.
Yo, you get to the finals by having a team. You have a team. Jimmy Butler had a team.
A great that Eastern Conference bullshit. They give you that silver hollow shit. I don't want that shit.
You got Bam Adebayo. You got some hitters over there. Like, let's not do that and say
Zach LaVine didn't have no hitters. He wasn't even the best.
DeMar DeRozan was the only person he had on his team.
He wasn't even the best player on his team last year.
You said what?
He wasn't even the best player on his team last year.
Who was the best player? But not
DeMar DeRozan.
Okay, not this season. I'm talking about the one that before that. The losing seasons. Not the
playoffs. He was, which is why my point.
This is the first season, first playoff Zach had.
Second. No, first. Right, first. And it's because DeMar DeRozan carried him there. He had an MVP type season. And they still lost in the first round.
So my man wasn't hurt.
Who?
Yeah, my man was hurt.
Zach LaVine.
Why we don't screw Melo this bad?
Because Melo was a warrior. You can't screw Melo this bad.
No, I'm not talking about you, Culley. I'm talking about Nick. Like Melo. Remember when he got a shot blocked by Roy Hibbert? Knicks fans forget that the round before KG pulled his shoulder out, and Melo was injured the whole second round.
I'm still mad to this day about that series with the Pacers because Pacers shot how many free throws they shot? They shot about 50 free throws, yo. While we only shot half of that. So I'm still mad about that.
That was a very physical series.
Yeah, they shot 50 free throws, yo.
That whole series was J.R. Smith.
40. I'm sorry, 40. They shot 40 free throws. They was 36. They was 18 for 36. Well, they was something for 36. I just know it's something. It was a good number.
If they put on black and J.R. Smith didn't do that dumb thing he did in the first round, the Knicks probably beat the Pacers. Because us allowing that Celtics series to go 6 games is what allowed Melo to get hurt. And
right, I could agree.
Celtics was an experienced team back then. They knew
we were way better than
we was way better than them, but experience can trump that, bro.
I'm not saying that it shouldn't have won 6 games. I'm just saying Melo getting hurt and J.R. Smith pulling that stunt he did. I think it was in game 3, I believe.
Yeah, that killed us.
That made the series longer than it had to be, and that's why Melo got hurt. We should have beat
I got Melo. I got Melo jersey in my shop, bro, and I got RJ joint.
No, I just want to make sure, like the criteria is right. That people say Melo not a winner because he didn't get out.
No, I mean, of course there's levels to it. I mean, I'm an OG, bro. I'm not a young dude, so I know there's levels to it. But at a certain point in life, you gotta pop. You know what I'm saying? Wifey like, yo, the bills gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? You like, all right, I'm not, you're giving all these levels excuses like, we trying to tell her that we win and then she listened to this for years and years and years. And after a while, the woman gonna look at you like, yo, I need the chip. Because you've been promising me this life for a long time. That's how I know about this journey. I've been married 23 years. You feel me? I got 4 children. I got 2 sons and 2 daughters. I got 2 children in college on honors, getting scholarship money from, because they got some brains, and 2 younger ones. So I know about the journey, and I'm you know, I would say I got some life experience. But now, wifey looking at me like, yo, we got to win the chip. And that's why we just came back from Cancun, Mexico. Because the woman, you know, a woman going to bear you for children in 23 years sticking with my ass, boy, you're going to have to take us someplace. You're going to have to travel. You're going to have to show. You got to do, you feel me? I'm making this analogy. I don't want to put my business out there, but that's the real coming from me. But that's the analogy I'm gonna use for my Knicks because I love my Knicks, my dude. Like I love them. I love them. I'm telling you from the heart. I love them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And I've been, you know, I listen to all the brothers on the panel, you know, agree or disagree. But at the same time, it's like it's wifey's looking at you in your face, my dude. She want the chip. There's no more excuses as a man. We all men on this panel. We all men. Don't let Jay Boogie come on this thing real quick. I'll probably call him out right now. He'll jump on. You know how he start off. He'd be like, as men. You feel me? And if you a man, you got to produce the chip. That's the way it is. There's nothing more around it. The woman don't want to hear about you just falling short of winning. She don't want that man. That's called a beta man. She want an alpha man that's going to bring the chip. That's what we need to do. We've been beta for a long time. It's time to turn the alpha energy up. Don't let Jay Boogie come up in. He'll tell you.
Okay. That's
my word. I'm probably going to call. I'm probably going to just. He probably just going to pop in. Yo, tell Uncle Freeze to hit him.
Is Brunson an alpha?
Yeah, Brunson is an alpha. Brunson's an alpha. He almost made Luka look like. I don't want disrespect. But hey, Luka don't play no defense neither. To me, he a 6'9" dude like Brunson that could just shoot and do everything, pass, of course. And you know, I'm not taking nothing away from his abilities, but he don't be playing no D.
He just complained too much. He complained cry about everything.
We complain about Randall. Randall don't do the complaining. Luka do he do so much complaining. He get text for that.
Man, I'll take Luka always complaining right now on the Knicks.
Nah, bro, you don't want that problem. I'm telling you, don't want that problem. Lead that diva in Dallas. Divas do Dallas.
I don't mind divas that could kill because Michael Jordan was a diva that could kill.
Yeah,
so I don't mind divas that could kill. I don't really care about
that's true.
Like their personality. Are you a killer? That's what I care about.
I just want to stop complaining though.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Mike played both sides of Florida.
Luka being a crybaby.
Oh, Luka.
He do be crying.
He cry when he dropping 40. Like you can do
it. I can't lie. Man, he get beat up out there. He still be telling dudes you small, like you small.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But no, don't forget Sub's question though. Sub's question was.
What was the question?
Is Brunson an alpha?
Yeah, that's the question. So everybody got to answer that.
You know, that's a good question. I'm gonna say yeah. He might be a quiet alpha though. They call him sigmas, but he might be a quiet one. Just like D Rose. D Rose is sigma. You know what I'm saying? Melo's kind of like a sigma alpha. Yeah, I mean, he's a quiet guys. They lead quiet.
Build on that call. You hit that shit right out the park, my dude. Yeah, you hit that shit out.
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, that was an ill analogy. He did this now.
Jalen Brunson kind of like a quiet lead. I don't know if he was vocal in Dallas. I really don't know. I mean, I just saw him play. I didn't really see him like. But I mean, he did have leadership qualities with his teammates though. He was very come together-ish. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but he was very where he showed the win.
He's Hannibal. He's like Hannibal on the 18. He put them together.
Yeah, like he's kind of like a glue guy. He has that glue guy type.
I got you. Can you have too many alphas, and do you need some betas to be successful?
I mean, in a sports aspect,
yeah,
you could say that. I mean, I would hate to call them betas, but that phrase.
Or just like
they could be alpha in their roles. It just got to be an alpha in your role, bro.
I feel like a person's like
Rodman. Dennis Rodman was an alpha in what he did, bro. Nobody was better than what he did. And when he came on your
change.
Yeah, like look at Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris, Like this is a dude that he's an alpha in his role. I think he's a solid player. He'll have your back. Middle world peace is another one like that. These guys that
I got a better example. Dwayne Wade.
yeah,
Dwayne Wade had Shaq. He was the alpha, but when LeBron came, he was definitely the beta. And everybody know that. Ain't no...
Nah. LeBron was the beta with D Wade, man.
Come on, bro. Let's be real. Dwayne Wade said, "LeBron, this is your team. I'm gonna step down." Let's be real now, bro.
The fact that Dwayne Wade did that shows that he's the alpha. Dwayne
Wade
had to give LeBron.
He acknowledged who the alpha was. That's what he did.
No. He acknowledged who the best player was. Not who
so think about your context. Think about the context of this. Why would Dwayne Wade, that already has a championship, tell LeBron James, who doesn't have a championship, that I'm going to step down and let you lead the way?
Because he knew in order for them to win the championship,
that's not alpha.
LeBron James had to be the best player.
That's not alpha, though. That means you're not the alpha.
No, that was the same thing. That was the same thing Shaq told Kobe.
That was leadership. That was leadership. Yeah, that was leadership. He made the best decision for the team.
Alpha doesn't mean that you always have to be the man. Alpha means that you are the leader. Like that's your system. Who's the alpha on Golden State?
Well, I know, sure. I'm gonna have to say Curry, yo. Curry and Draymond. I'm gonna have to say that they the alphas, yo. They bark. And they come to play. Curry definitely, because I be hearing Curry. I be hearing him spaz on his teammates.
Clay's an alpha too, though. Like before he got hurt, he was an alpha.
These are dudes.
Clay is the reason why they beat OKC and went to their first finals. It wasn't no Steph. So let's talk the truth now.
Cool. Like, okay, here's another example. The Celtics, when KG was there. You know what I'm saying? KG was an alpha. He was definitely an alpha. Paul Pierce even said it. Like, I'm not saying he was the only alpha, but Paul Pierce said, he's like, yo, if KG doesn't play, we don't win. We're not winning no championship without him. As good as a team we are, we ain't gonna win without him. You know what I'm saying?
I got even better example. When KD was in Golden State, he was clearly the best player.
Right. He was.
But Steph and Draymond were the alphas of that team.
They was the alphas.
Like when it comes to sports, man, it's not like being an alpha don't mean you're the best player. That means that you are the chief in that locker room. You can even look at the Yankees. Derek Jeter was always the alpha of that team. He was never the best player.
Yeah,
you know, my man DJ. Best player don't mean the same thing. Just don't.
Derek Jeter was the alpha of the whole NYC when he was running these streets, boy. You better talking right. He had his own J's. He was the man. Listen, he was the alpha of the whole NYC. 31 chips. I'm used to chips. The first sport my dad took me to was a Yankee game. And back in them days, you could go in there with a backpack with a whole bucket of fried chicken.
Not no more.
Getting a high seat. I watched Dave Winfield. I was watching Don Mattingly at first. You feel me? Rigetti at pitcher. And a lot of chips. I just used to seeing chips. They got, come on, man. 31 flavors.
This is the problem with the Knicks, though. Our alpha is on the sidelines. That's the problem.
So does this alpha make everybody else better as far as stat wise, or does he pat his stats instead, like from last year?
Alpha and good leader aren't synonymous. Like you could be an alpha and be a terrible leader though. And like I think our alpha is what has been Tom Thibodeau, and that's the issue. When like he's like like in the NBA, that's the issue. In college, that's what you want. Right, because you're dealing with a bunch of kids, so you want your coach to be like the alpha of the locker room, but in the NBA that never works. You need a guy on the court that's the alpha and also a good leader, right? That's where champions are made, when you're an alpha and a good leader, right?
Like, quickly is the only one that's not scared. Is not scared of our coach, bro. Everybody else on that team, I don't care how close you see them around them, because they get close to him now because they see what Quickly do. But Quickly is the only one I've seen, even the replays and all that. He just goes straight up to his face.
Quickly got some alpha in him too, though. You
gotta have alpha if you do that, bro. Because you don't do that shit on TV. You do that shit in the middle of the
game. Y'all remember when he had the tablet? He went to the bench and started rallying up all the troops and letting them know what assignments they missed and what to look for. Like I was impressed when I saw him do that, though.
He quickly took that Rose advice. You know what I'm saying? When coach talks to you, don't even. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably numb. I
love IQ, bro. IQ he got a mad intangibles he brings to the game. He brings confidence to our team, if you notice that.
Can I get my take on that? The alpha take on who's alpha of the Knicks?
Go ahead.
If Julius didn't have that season, RJ would have been that had assumed that a role completely by now. If they didn't bring in all those power forwards and guys to like step on RJ's toes, because at every level at Montverde he was the number one player. At Duke he was the number one player. At under 19 Canada he was the number one player. When he went to the Olympics last year, he was the feature player, even over Wiggins. Like he's that mentality. He has that type of mentality to be the alpha. I just think it's just the dynamics are so weird because Tibbs is such a dominant personality, and Julius is a goddamn head case that happened to have an All NBA season. So you can't really just assume that role off bat. But you started to see him assume that role, especially when he's on the court with the younger players because they all look to him. He talks to them when they're on the court with him. So I think RJ can assume that role coming into next season or the year after that. Well, I think he's going to assume that role. I think he's going to assume that role even if Donovan Mitchell's here, because he's already been here before. He was the drafted player, the top 3 player, and he has the mentality and the confidence. So I think he's going to be that guy. I just think it got a little bit delayed because of context.
So he's a franchise player. He's the face of the franchise though. Right now, he's being groomed into that position right now. But right now, I don't know. It seems like Brunson might be that.
I think his skill level hasn't come up to what his mentality is, which is why you kind of have to have both to demand the respect off that. And RJ's skill level isn't that up to that part. Yeah, but I think he's going to assume that role.
I think RJ could be that guy. I think he could be that guy. I just don't ever see him taking it. Right? I think it has to be handed.
He's taking it this year coming up.
But no, see, I just don't think he's that type of personality. I think like already the type of personality, if you give him the role, he'll thrive in it. But I don't think he's the type of guy to come in and take it. I just don't think he's. I think Thibodeau if Thibodeau was smart and a good manager of talent and personalities, Thibodeau would hand RJ the keys, right, and not make him have to take it, right. But I feel like
RJ's willing to do whatever he wants to do. I feel like RJ's willing to do what the franchise want him to do to win. So if they're gonna tell him to be a catch and shoot dude, RJ's gonna do that. If they're gonna give him the keys, he's gonna do that. Or whatever they want him to do, I feel like he's down for the team to win. He's one of them players.
That's what makes him a good teammate. But those guys don't always know how to like step out of that and say, "Nah, this is my team," right? Like those are good teammates, right? Like RJ's a good guy. He's a good teammate. He's never gonna be an issue in your locker room. But
I feel like
you gotta have that edge. Like Jimmy Butler has that edge. In Minnesota, like he said, like if y'all don't want to win, like what are we doing? Like you gotta have that edge sometimes. I don't know if RJ has that edge to him.
But hold on,
I think he do. You gotta go listen to his interview.
Butler didn't get to that point until his 5th year, though.
Yeah, definitely.
He didn't get to that point until Rose was broken down completely, and he had to assume the role.
You got to remember they showed up the same time though, RJ and Julius Randle. So he's been behind Julius Randle throughout these last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So he has to leapfrog him in order to take that spot.
It takes a certain level of performance on the court to demand that respect off top.
Yeah.
At lower levels, he had that performance. At this level, he has to build up. At lower levels, he was dominant. He was dominant in high school. He was dominant in the international game under 19. He was dominant for Duke. So it was like, okay. And even Coach K sees, okay, he's that type of personality. Even though Zion was better than RJ assumed the alpha role on that team. No matter what it was, he was the guy on that team. So like, I know he has a mentality for that.
Yo, I agree 100% with everything you said, my dude.
You know what's frustrating about the Knicks though? This is not really a different topic, but sort of. Like we never can match our young phenoms, or we can never put them together. Like this goes back to Mark Jackson and Patrick Ewing, right? And then now we had Kristaps Porzingis. I think Kristaps Porzingis would have been a nice fit next to RJ Barrett. I think that would have been a nice fit.
Oh yeah, duh.
And the fact that we never got them together, the fact that we never got them together, it bothers me. Like it's crazy to me. Like the Knicks should have put Kristaps Porzingis there, not Julius Randle.
Listen,
And
I'm
a lot more.
Yo, please don't take me there with KP because
I'm
I
mad.
know.
all I'm
I'm
thinking
over.
about.
I'm over KP. I was at the Dallas game when KP was shooting free throws. It was quiet as a mouse in church, man. And I was like,
Oh, what?
KP sucks.
I hate KP like the rest of it, but
Wow.
that first half of the season before he tore his ACL, he was on like a stretch, and I think that knee injury just took him down a peg.
No, that game in
He-
Milwaukee, I ain't going front on him. He blocked Giannis's dunk. If you remember the play, he blocked
and then
it.
came
He
back
blocked
and
his
boomed
dunk
it on him.
and boomed it on him. So he
Like, but
because
the
he was
thing,
dominating Giannis. He was dominating
he was
Giannis.
looking like he was on the trajectory of being like an all NBA player, and
bro,
that knee
I ain't
injury
going
took
front.
him down.
I'm not fronting. I can't front on Duke. That's what I'm saying. He was on that team. When he was playing in that game, son, he was dominating Giannis. I don't know if y'all remember that game. So if
Yeah,
y'all
he's
think
wild.
Giannis was doing something,
He dunked
so I
on him.
feel what Duke is saying. And we had RJ and that dude, both of them healthy. Oh my God.
Question. Is Porzingis a bust?
No,
Hell yeah.
No,
I
no,
wouldn't
no,
say
he not a
that.
serious. No, he could get used. You got to know how to use
He
it.
still
could get
averages damn near 20 and still does decent rim protection.
Yeah,
But now,
there's
let's
nothing wrong with
be
his wrist.
real.
He's
They was
always
talking
hurt.
about he could be the best player in the NBA. Like
I
the
feel,
talk when the
but
Knicks traded him was he could be the best player in the NBA.
that was nasty.
Like
That ACL just took him off his whole trajectory though, because that
Yeah,
half
it did.
season, I haven't seen. Well, I'll be lying. Like half seasons, I've seen Melo dominate for a long stretch like that, and then going back to like Amari. Amari was dominating when he had the 9-game stretches for 30 points, but like
Remember when
Kristaps
KP was up
Kristaps
there?
when Kristaps was at his peak at the beginning of that season, he was looking like an All NBA type player.
man, Kristaps
30.
at the beginning of his second season,
Yeah,
we
he's
thought that he was gonna be a number one at some point in his career.
30 balls.
Like that was the hype around him. Like, oh, the Knicks got them a number one at some point. Like he was being looked at with the Cats and in the Embiids and the Giannis is like Kristaps was in those conversations.
He
Yeah,
was
'cause
doing stuff we
he
never
was
seen a 7'3" guy do.
I'm
he
glad
was
I got
Him
to
and
see him at the
RJ,
Garden.
bro. Him and
Looking for
RJ,
easy.
bro.
now he was able to
Oh,
sit
Lord.
behind Melo and let Melo took all the heat. You know what I'm saying, for those first couple years, he was able to just kind of groom him and let him know where to pick his spots. But you remember when KP used to
the shots.
Remember when KP used to cross over them bigs? Like
KP got worse. I don't know, like that man, like
Bro, that
Bro,
ACL was
them
no
injuries,
joke,
them
bro.
injuries shut him down. He got no
Bro, I
mobility
tore my
no
ACL,
more,
bro. I tore my
bro.
ACL, bro. That shit changed your whole
Yeah,
shit.
and we talking
I
about somebody
recovered good.
that's 7'3", bro. That's a different type of stress.
I'm
Stressing than me,
6'5", bro, and that shit happened to me, and you feel me? Like that shit changed me, bro.
It's
I'm
a
not as
different
fast
type
as I
of
was.
I tore mine in Las Vegas in the AE tournament too.
bro. Like KP was moving a different way that 7'3" guys did not move until we seen like maybe Chet and his Wembanyama guy. So like
you know who said
dudes that tall moving like that.
You know who said KP wouldn't last and everybody killed him?
Who?
Phil Jackson. He told us.
He was right. He was trying to flip him for
He was
Booker.
right. Phil Jackson was right about a whole lot that we don't
He
get
was wrong.
credit
He was
for.
also wrong about a whole lot because
No. He was wrong about some stuff, but like he was right about a lot. And he was right about a lot. And if you look at the way teams play, they run a lot of triangle. They just don't call it that. Like Golden State in particular run a lot of triangle sets. So like it's a lot of successful offenses in the NBA, and you would think they work if Steve Kerr is like a Phil Jackson disciple, but like
he's a Pop and Phil disciple.
Huh?
He's a Pop, Phil, and D'Antoni disciple. Like he mixes up all three.
And he was almost the Knicks have so many almost. He was almost the Knicks coach.
I don't think he would have succeeded here because we didn't have.
Now
the
you
talent.
see that metaphor you just kicked right there. That ill metaphor. That's what I'm talking about. We need that chip.
I don't think we had enough talent for him to really like. He probably would have made us maybe like a nice little 7-8 seed. But
yeah, but that changes things though. Like we ended up with Hornacek.
Man, Hornacek.
No. Or was it David Fizdale first? Who was for?
No, it was Hornacek. It was Hornacek.
Hornacek was first. Yeah, like
Hornacek, and then he had Frank on the bench behind Jared Jack. Frank was on the bench behind 38-year-old Jared Jack, man.
Please stop the madness. Yo, Culley, what's next on the agenda, bro? You got a check more over there?
That's even hear you saying?
You got some other topics we need to hit on before, you know what I'm saying, for things go left?
We was kind of going through guys available in free agency because we have 2 available spots right now.
Yeah.
So Culley had a list
when I first came on.
he was going.
I had a list. I had mentioned Eric Pascal. He was on the Warriors.
Yeah.
Power forward, small forward, pretty athletic, pretty tough.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think that's what's gonna happen when Mitchell comes. You know that. Whatever players we lose, whatever his close buddies, they coming with him.
We're gonna have like 3-4 roster spots open if we do that deal. So
those are going to be the players that be rocking with Mitchell. I'm telling you,
man. Melo
especially if
already
they can
got
play
his name
deep.
on his locker. Melo already got his name on his locker.
hopefully it's Julius's
We might
locker.
as well bring KP for the party too.
Melo
when
gonna
Julius
sign
is
a
gone,
2-year.
I guess the Julius. Because
Melo gonna
Mitchell
sign
is
a
not
2
playing with Julius. That's already out the bag already.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Melo gonna sign a 2-year, $10 to $12 million deal, and he gonna come back home and be with his son until he graduates high school.
Oh, we
That's
gonna
what
give
we're
him
gonna
some bread. You said
So he taking minutes from Obi. You know how to.
If we get Donovan Mitchell, Obi is not here.
Or Julius is not here. Either or. You can't.
No,
keep
Julius
both.
is not here. Obi will be here.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know. Obi is Leon Rose's guy.
Obi got blood.
That's
Obi
his.
got blood ties.
Obi
That's
is
his
box
first pick,
office.
man. It's gonna be hard for him to.
But Obi and Julius are Leon Rose's guys. Julius Randle be traveling with Leon Rose to games and stuff. Like one of them got to go.
I mean, at least Julius got paid already.
But that's a hindrance.
Obi no got blood.
People gotta work.
It's a difference.
Who you guys rather keep, Obi or IQ?
Man,
Obi.
Randall,
Obi.
Man,
Obi, you can find
Mitchell was not gonna.
Well, there's an IQ in free
agent after the Utah game.
Yeah, you can find an IQ.
There's an IQ in free agency.
And not even that you can find them. It's just kind of redundant if we're having 2 Super Bowl dominant guards.
Too. Small at that.
They're just gonna offset each other. Like one's gonna be in the game while the other's out, and vice versa.
But that's what you need, though. You need those guys to be stagger their minutes. So there's always someone that can handle the rock. You know what I'm saying, and facilitate.
That's what I'm saying. IQ is redundant at that point.
Yeah,
man, I'll give them Obi and IQ. They give me Jordan Clarkson.
Yo, there is a topic. Yo, City. Yo, there is a topic we can get at. I just remembered. Jalen Brown got offered up in a trade. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. How does the future look if Jalen Brown, if he gets disgruntled over there in Boston? How does it look? Is that
he a Kyrie disciple. He gonna get disgruntled at some point.
Right. Well, that move? Now, this is another Donovan Mitchell type talent. Would y'all make that move for Jalen Brown?
Not with RJ Barrett.
I know Jalen Brown need a new barber. I know that shit because his shit be looking crazy. He like
how you come to a press conference with a how you come to the press conference like with no lineup, like
son, he be
like the
looking
5
crazy,
o'clock shadow, like what's going on?
Bro,
you get 100 heads, you can't get a line.
Somebody cut a whole pot on Duke head. I'm like, what? Man, come on, man, you can't let them.
Off season.
I would definitely target Jalen, but I'm not sure Boston.
It would have to be years though.
I would pair Brown with Donovan Mitchell. I would not pair Brown with RJ Barrett.
The only way the Celtics are trading Jalen Brown is for a championship piece like Kevin Durant or somebody in that caliber.
That's
it would have to be years down the line if we get Jalen Brown.
We'd have to get him in free agency.
It will be years down the line. It will be years down the line when his value is so small that they have to either trade him or do something with him because he's going to walk away from the team and they're going to have nothing because he's not going to want to re-sign if he's that disgruntled.
He's going to have to opt out and like sign a max as an unrestricted free agent because his max goes up to a point where they can't give him a regular extension. Like they can't give him the regular extension if he's playing at an all NBA caliber level, which is it's some weird cap percentage thing, but he has to he has to opt out, like DeJounte is going to have to do. DeJounte is going to opt out of his deal, and then because he can't use bird rights to hit a certain threshold of payment, so he has to opt out, become
How many
unrestricted, and
years
then
does
sign
he
the
have?
max. That's kind of it's basically what Zach LaVine did because
How many
Zach
years
LaVine's
does
level
DeJounte have?
went up. I
In
think he
my
has.
opinion,
I think he
I
has
don't know about that.
He has 2 years left. But it's
He got
basically
2
what
years.
Zach Levine. Yeah, it's basically what Zach Levine did, where Zach Levine opted out because his prior contract was 4 years, 80 million, and you can't really extend to a max off of that because you hit a certain threshold as far as percentages. So you got to opt out as an unrestricted and then sign back to the max as an unrestricted to get his payment. So he's gonna have to do that regardless. Jalen Brown's gonna have to do that because what he got paid was, I think, like 4 years, 100. And his max, if he makes an All NBA team or keeps making All Star teams, his max is going to skyrocket into the 200s.
I got a hot take. I don't. I don't think Jalen Brown is a guy to watch. I think next summer Anthony Davis is getting traded.
Mm.
I think he's.
He keep his bag of bones right
I,
over there.
I think after
Street
they
clothes?
failed this year, I think LA is blowing it up. I think they blown it up.
Yeah, they got to. His earthquake is coming.
I'm
But I
not
don't want no
interested in
parts of
street
AD.
clothes, man.
No. I'm not even
Yeah,
saying I want AD. I'm
Keep
saying
his
I think he's
bag of
the next
bones.
one. I think he's the next one. That's like, and I think after AD, it's gonna be Luka, like 3-4 years down the line.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
AD got to like
I
recoup
agree with you.
his value. Like he bad, he got to recoup his value.
Luca
Because
probably be gonna end up on the Lakers, bro. Watch when I tell you. He'll definitely go to LA, bro.
John Morant gonna play the Damian Lillard card. He just gonna stay in Memphis for the rest of his life.
And keep getting a $500 million every time on the re-up. Why
Yep.
why not? Why not? Shit. Why not? They paid Conley, like remember Conley had the biggest contract during that time, and all that
Yeah.
money came from Memphis. And they
The
gave it to a point guard. So
the Blazers are stupid for keeping Damian like Dame
they
Lillard.
gave
I
him
think
68 million, bro.
like the
He's
Blazers
getting
are just
bread
dumb.
on bread on bread.
Like the Blazers should be doing what the Spurs, the
See.
Thunder, the Jazz are doing. That's what they should be doing right now. But I don't get what they're doing.
Yo,
I don't
they gave
understand it.
Dame major bread. They might need him to invest in something. He might be trying to. It might be something because it's the same thing Giannis did in Milwaukee. When they gave him all that dumb money, then he end up owning part of the baseball team and some. It just pops up like that. So you might not get all your money. They might just they offer you like a stake in something that's worth a
That's
big
supposed
part
to
of
be
the
against
number
the
that they give you.
that's supposed to be illegal in the
yeah.
CBA
It's
though.
supposed to be
Yeah,
against the
fuck all
rules.
that illegal
Supposed
shit.
to do that.
Yeah, fuck all that.
But
Nah, yeah.
they
I
said
think
Kawhi
we
asked for
passed the rules, man. This world that we live in, bro. People getting their head popped off on
James
broad
Dolan is the
daylight.
type to find a loophole. He's
yeah.
that type of dude.
I don't know if
That's
there's
what
one
they
guy
gave
in the
Giannis.
NBA I'm comfortable paying $68 million to. I just don't know if that guy
Who
exists.
to who? Like
I don't
68 a
think
year?
there's one guy.
That man said, "Whoa, that shit just blew my mind, bro." I
He sound
remember,
like an
I
owl.
remember, I remember when solid dudes would get like 3-year deals for 68. Man,
We
get
got mad.
68 in 1
Hell
year.
no.
Knicks
That's
fans were
crazy.
mad when Jared
Yo,
Jeffries got.
inflation. Yesterday's price ain't today's price, baby.
Oh my god, bro!
Knicks fans got mad when
Inflation.
Jared Jeffries got $8 million a year. We were rioting. Like,
Jeffries was a certified bum. My
like
god.
we were like
Man,
$8 million.
he only could do what he could do, bro. That's his talent. He
Well,
could
what
do
could
no
he do
more. What he
though?
could do.
What was
I
he
mean, he could
doing,
run, jump. He
bro?
could pass
Oh
a little bit, I
man,
guess. I
Remember
don't
the
know.
summer of like
He's a
2012 when the
human
salary
being, too,
cap was like 88, in between like 88 and 91 million, and everybody was talking about signing 3 stars with that money. Like,
fam, do you know how much the Heat signed for? Each of them got 15 mil the first year.
I know it's crazy.
Oh, they got raped.
They
15
they
million.
but we talk well. Bosch is the one
That's
that
like
lost the
bench
most
money.
because
Yeah,
LeBron
he
and
did.
Wade was
Yeah,
getting endorsements off
yep.
the court. No matter
Yeah.
what, Bosch
Yep.
is the one that sacrificed the most
But
You ain't
man,
get
on
none
the
of the
court and off the
sweeteners.
court.
do you know how much
I'll
prime
be
LeBron?
right back.
Do you know how much prime LeBron would get paid in today's NBA?
Oh
Like
my God.
it'd be
It'd be like
nasty.
100.
Oh, he would
Maybe
get
like
paid.
100 a
He
mil.
would get paid what Damian Lillard getting paid.
Yeah,
No.
like
They'll set a new bar for him. Nope. They'll set a new
I
bar.
mean,
When they
the
sign that
max,
new deal,
the max is a percentage, no matter what it is. So, like
yeah.
LeBron himself, if we
No,
was playing,
they will.
if we were,
They'll make
if
LeBron the first $100 million year player. It'll
bro.
be LeBron.
If the NBA was
Especially
like
if he came in
soccer,
the brand.
if the NBA was like soccer overseas, he would be making $1
Oh
billion.
yeah.
I
He
want
owned one of them soccer teams too. LeBron.
I want the NBA to be like the MLB, man. Like as a Knicks fan, selfishly, like I want us to be like the Yankees, be freaking 68-31 and say, "Go get me Juan Soto." Like I like ignorant stuff like that. Like
I like that shit
like
too.
like
That's
no
that
salary,
Don shit.
no salary cap. Just go full stupid.
Exactly.
And
I mean,
Exactly.
if we keeping it a buck, the Lakers been operating like that for decades.
Yeah. The Lakers been doing that shit for a hot minute.
You remember when Kobe got pal? The
The
Lakers were the number one
listen,
seed.
remember
When
when
I
the
gotta
give it up
lineup
to
was? Remember when
And
they
you know,
started
look,
lineup
hold on. You see how we giving all this precedent to the Lakers, right? And they so smooth, blah. But guess who? The only team that beat them. You know what I'm saying? For our only chips, we got like the chips that we do got. If you think about those games, was against Hall of Famers. It was like epic. You know what I'm saying? It was against dumb people. So there was official chips.
Listen,
It
I don't
wasn't
even
against no nondescript team. It was an official Lakers. Jerry West, Will official Lakers. We beat them dudes, bro.
I don't
You
even
feel
care.
me?
I don't even
Shit,
care how
this is Knicks
old
channel,
they
bro.
was. The Lakers had a starting lineup of Gary Payton, Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, and
Them niggas
Shaquille
lost,
O'Neal. Like, what are we doing?
They would have won if Karl Malone didn't get hurt too.
Nah,
That's
Big
the
Ben,
problem. Karl
no.
Malone got
Big
hurt.
Ben was too strong. I think Big Ben was on some
Man.
steroids. I don't know how he
Then
was so strong like that, bro.
Do you like? But he was on some steroids. But Shaq was still shooting. Shaq was being Shaq. It was Kobe that was terrible that whole series.
and then
Oh shit!
years
Leave
later
him
they
alone,
tried
man.
to
Let him rest, bro. Let him rest for a second, my dude. Goddamn, the
and then
dirt's
2 years later,
still fresh on dude. Oh Lord, forgive him.
2 years later they tried it again where they had Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, Paul Gasol and Dwight Howard. Like they just do stupid stuff in LA, and I want to be like that, man.
Just
They
be
gangsters,
ignorant.
though. I ain't gonna front.
I'm
glad all our chips came against them. That's what I love about that part, though. That they gangsters, but our chips came from them.
We would
So
we
it
would
makes
adopt
it
that. We would adopt that sky is falling mentality like they do. Like every time something like minorly inconveniences them, if you check on Twitter, Lakers fans are losing their goddamn minds.
You ever had a conversation?
Yeah. They about
You ever had
to
a
be in
conversation
misery.
with a Laker fan?
They got
Like,
no picks for 5 years, bro.
Bro, they straight delusional, bro.
like
Straight
Laker
delusional.
fans really say stuff like, "Oh, we have LeBron on AD. All we need is Giannis." Like they really say stuff like that, and like believe it can happen.
Being a Laker fan is like you have like a natural cocaine. Like, bro, you naturally off like Laker cocaine once you a Laker fan. You got this irrational confidence.
I'm telling you,
some shit they pass around. What the
it's that yellow and gold coke, bro. That's what it is.
What?
It's like being a Yankee fan. We got Stanton and Judge, and we're like, "Oh, we want Soto."
That Yankee coke is crazy, though.
Like,
the Yankee
who
coke.
needs Stanton, Judge?
31 chips, baby.
Who needs Stanton, Judge, and Soto? Like that's crazy. Like why would you?
I don't know if you just watched the Captain special with Derek Jeter. Y'all went and got A-Rod, bro.
Yeah. That was some
peak
gangsterism,
prime
son.
A-Rod in the middle of the largest contract in MLB history. While you already had the highest payroll by far.
Some gangsterism, son.
Remember in 2009, right? The two most sought after free agents were Sabathia and Martin Scherer. The Yankees said, "I'll take both of them."
Yo, there was going to Sam's Club and just ordering like, what?
And then George Steinbrenner died, and his son is completely different. But like, I miss.
They did change the rules in the CBA, so you can't like the tax threshold.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So it's kind of, you got to play the game. You got to fall back maybe every few years and then go all in.
Trying to do
and fall back and then go in.
Didn't they have like David
That's what
Wells?
Dolan trying to do. Dolan like spend it.
Yeah, no cap. It's crazy.
Spend it.
If the NBA didn't have a salary cap, you know how much differently.
I'm saying though, that's what made me think about that. Y'all talking about the
I know.
We need to spend that on Donovan right now. What's the cap?
I do my research on Donovan.
What's good, y'all? Everybody in the panel, what's good, y'all?
What's good? What up, bro?
What's good, bro?
The MLB is though, like
that's my word.
I know no salary cap.
They trade superstar players for like minor leaguers. Like, I wish they did like that.
What's good, bro?
Where you get Donovan Mitchell for Deuce McBride.
I mean, we
later.
in theory, we're trying to trade them for minor leaguers. They're just not drafted yet. It's because the MLB drafts be like a million rounds, bro.
And them dudes get drafted and just go back to college.
or they get drafted and then they stay in the minors for 3 to 4 years, get seasoning, and then they come up and do
Baseball's a crooked sport. That's why it's like that, bro.
Aaron Judge got drafted at 20 and wasn't a minor until he was 25.
They bring these dudes from out of the country, bro.
Bro, the Dodgers is so crooked. They move like mobsters in the minor leagues, bro, trying to get these prospects. Just be cashing out random kids out in Venezuela just because.
Yeah.
And the teams with the most money that can spend the most always get the best prospects.
They get the prize, yeah. They get the
MLB is the hardest sport to get to the majors, but once you get there, that money is crazy.
I wish
it's crazy, but MLB
ain't got no cap.
It's crazy, but basketball money is surpassing MLB money.
It only because it's more guaranteed. I feel like
it's like not more guaranteed. It's because the share of the revenue is going to a smaller.
Yeah, they count the NBA revenue. When Chris Paul and them did that with the union, make them count how much the team gross, so they got to pay off of that.
Plus, the rosters are only 15 people. We talking about rosters when they get to September, that be 30 people, bro. 40 man rosters, bro. Like, you got to share the revenue around it, and then we talking about the minor leagues, and you got to share revenue down there, and there's 3 leagues down there too. So it's like the money. MLB is like it's guaranteed, but it's weird because the arbitration scenario where these cats got to play baseball for 7-8 years before they see their payday. And these dudes in basketball be getting cashed out after 3 years. They be 21, get a supermax like Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's gonna get like 4 maxes by the time.
If the money is coming, if the money's coming in, they gotta pay it.
Bro, Jason Tatum's gonna make up over $1 billion in contracts by the time he's like
Charles
35.
Barkley and them be tight because they ain't get that type of money back in the days. You know what I'm saying? It was no computer, it was no social media, all that shit ain't exist. So, excuse my language. So that's what they upset about.
I'll be pissed off if I'm Charles Barkley and I made $50 million my whole career, and Mitchell Robinson just got paid freaking 4 years.
But that's what Barkley be mad about. But you can't be mad because remember, look, we was just talking about how Chris Paul and them fought to get that right. You know what I'm saying? So that's like things changed in the NBA, and then the NBA got bigger. The NBA is global now. The NBA is global now because of computers and all this. You know what I mean? The TV deals that they get because so many people watch NBA. They had to break bread off all that. You know what I'm saying?
Charles Barkley had to go to TNT because they had to work, man. It wasn't for Charles Barkley didn't go start commentating because he loved it. Like, he wanted some more money.
He wanted some bread. He got wild sponsors trying to keep up, and then he's trying to do that.
He probably made more money commentating than playing basketball.
Why you think Shaq be laughing at them?
Shaq got it. Shaq sitting on millions.
Shaq sitting on a bag. Shaq got insurance. Shaq got everything.
Shaq got Walmart on.
Shaq got
Walmart on live.
Barkley's been making some commercials too with Spike Lee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't see Ken Smith on nothing.
Barkley's a worker. Shaq is a boss.
bro. There's a reason why Barkley right now trying to take that Saudi oil blood money right
but
now.
I just saw Barkley. I just saw Charles Barkley on this interview talking about how they about to pay him to play golf though. So he about to get a bag.
He's not getting paid to golf. He's getting paid
he about
to be like a commentator. Like
he's about to get a bag to go on that tour.
You see what J.R. Smith is doing?
He's gonna be a personality for them, like he is on TNT though.
J.R. Smith a smart man. J.R. Smith saying he aged out of the league. You don't age out of golf.
yo, J.R. Smith went to college, man. How fly is that? My boy went to college. They said he had all the chicks.
He went to North Carolina.
North Carolina State.
He got millions of dollars, son, and he was killing in golf. So give him some credit for that, bro.
He might be on the PGA tour. And he gonna get, man. You know how much money they get paid?
Yeah, they eat. That's a good job to have, bro. He was smart for doing that, bro.
But
He
you
might
got
be
it.
one of the
Smart.
first coolest
That's like
golfers that come out there.
that's an old boys club. You got to have money to even get to the tour.
Yeah.
To even be
J.R.
good
Smith
enough to get up
probably
there.
be burning it down on the golf course.
Hell
Did.
yeah.
You only
Hell
see him
yeah.
on the podcast. That boy
Hell
was
yeah.
looking crazy.
When you a member of those type
Remember,
of
he
places,
remember he
you a
went the
member?
wrong way, and what he did, he passed the ball to the wrong court or some shit.
He
Look
pulling
at
out the third
Bron.
wood while smoking the backwood. Like
J.R. Smith is funny as ever,
You
bro.
you
He was
seen
on the
J.R. Smith
Knicks.
on?
Crazy
You seen
Nah,
talented
when
when
he
he
J.R.
was
was
in
on
the
the
league,
Knicks,
though.
he
I
was
know that.
Nah,
definitely
but we was on
smacking.
the
He was
Knicks though. When he was on the Knicks,
was
we had
high.
a crew. They
He
was
was
going
high.
crazy.
He
You
was
saw
high.
J.R.
I
Smith.
seen him one game. He was high playing. I'm like, oh yeah, he's definitely high. I see.
Son,
You
they
saw
used to
J.R.
stay in
Smith
a
on
club
Waterfall.
with slow bucks in them. They used to stay in a club with slow bucks in them. I used to see him.
him and Iman.
That's
Him and
I
crazy.
used to
Iman
be
was
like,
always
yo,
together.
look at these guys, man. They got a game
Man,
Iman
That's
Iman was
wild.
busy trying to write freestyles and shit
That's
before
wild.
practice. Like
J.R. Smith in the club, Iman Shumpert, all of them dudes, bro.
Melo was out there too on some low
Melo
shit.
would be a little more low.
Yeah, he
J.R.
would be
Smith
low though.
gave two. He did not care, bro. J.R.
He
Smith
was
did
right
not
there
care.
in the mix.
He was burning it
Yeah,
down
he
to
for the
everything right
streets.
there in the club, and he played for the Knicks, bro. I couldn't
Yeah,
believe
he
it.
for the streets.
And I used to be
a
like,
lot of them do though.
yo, this is why the Knicks don't let dudes from the city be on the team, bro. For
That's
this
why.
reason right here.
That's why Ron didn't make it. Ron would have probably died, bro, if he got here.
Joakim Noah said, he said New York. Like because Joakim Noah was a wild boy.
Oh yeah, Joakim Noah. He from
Clay Anthony was out here and
he
he got
from
shot in a strip
what's
club.
my boy from again? He
That's
from
not funny, but it's
he
funny.
from Harlem, but he from a certain part. I forget the name of it. My man Joe Black is from over there. I forget the name. Hell's Kitchen. Joakim Noah from Hell's Kitchen in New York.
Yeah.
So he
Stephon
from the
Marbury
city.
came back home and left eating Vaseline.
But Joe,
Come on,
but
don't
Joe,
do Marbury like that.
but Joe,
Yo, come on, Ant. Don't do Marbury like that, bro. You know he a
That's a
legend.
monster. New York can really
I played against
Yeah.
Marbury. Marbury in China now.
They're doing
he a
good.
god. He's a god in China, man.
They got statues
Yeah.
of him.
You can't front. That was a viral moment for him. He probably he got mad energy from that
Man,
and doing all
that
that.
New York pressure.
What,
was-
for eating
That's one of these
Vaseline?
viral moments. Is this? You see how people just putting out videos doing stuff like this? Now they doing it now, and he been doing. He created a viral moment for him, and he got all eyes on him. So whatever his agenda after that, people was listening to him. As we see, he great in
ain't have
China.
to do that though,
That's a
bro.
thing too.
Bro,
He
Marbury's
Yeah,
the
he didn't
first
have
one.
to.
He had
didn't have to, but he
15. He
decided
had
to do it, so.
$15 sneakers, bro, for everybody in the
No,
hood.
I had
Bro.
it for
Marbury
my
was
son.
for the
I had it
hood,
for my
man.
That's
son.
some
I had it
legendary
for my
ish
son.
right
I
there,
had the
bro.
Starberries for my son too. I had them.
Yo, he
bro.
had
I had 'em.
$15 sneakers for the hood.
And they wasn't even ugly on the low though. They weren't
Nah,
ugly.
you
Shaq
had a
got 'em.
pair of Starberries.
the
You
right
was all
colorway.
right.
Yeah,
You was
all
all
right
right
with
right,
Starberry.
colorway.
Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
the
you
right
know who else
colorway.
you know who
Right
else had
colorway.
you know who
Yeah,
else
you right.
had
And you
sneakers for
got
the
to
hood?
keep it real because if you had those, you know he was from the hood and people respected you
and
and it
Big
wasn't
Ben.
expensive.
Exactly.
So he could have
Exactly.
sold those for $89.99 like Kyrie Irving
Yeah,
claimed
he
he
could
do.
have done. He
But
could have
that's not really
easily.
love, Kyrie. If Marbury gave it up for 15,
You know who
stop
else had
it.
That's why
sneakers for
they
the hood
loved him
though?
in China. Yo, he got a whole country saluting him like a god.